How you doing, Charlie? Charlie, sit. We're hanging out in the Canadian wilderness, and it's great to be here. I had a nice little chat with you all yesterday, where I just popped in and had a shot of my face while I was having a drink and telling you a little bit about what's going on, but I wanted to take a walk in the woods and just let you get a vibe for what these woods are like. Pretty close to home now, but I'm going to be going out into the deep wilderness this summer, and I'm just getting everything ready for that. Come here, Charlie. Charlie, come here. Getting everything ready. Charlie, sit. Hey, hey. This way. You want to go up here? All right. Let's go. Let's walk up here. But I grew up in these woods. I grew up in this kind of terrain, this kind of wilderness. And this is a deciduous forest, as you can see. Lots of deciduous trees. There's bears out here. There's deer. There's every kind of animal you can think of. When you think of Canadian animals, you think of bear, you think of deer, you think of beaver, otter, raccoons, porcupines, skunks, mountain lions, lynx, bobcat. They're all out here. Squirrels. The mighty Canadian squirrel is out here. Chipmunks, fox, owls, bald eagles, osprey, golden eagles, falcons, the great blue heron, turtles, snapping turtles, painted turtles. Not a lot of poisonous snakes. There are rattlesnakes in Canada, but not in this part of Canada. In southern tip of Ontario, there is a rattlesnake, but that's the only poisonous snakes in Canada. There's no real poisonous snakes in Canada. Other than that, none here. And you know, we're in a maple forest. These are all maple trees, as you would see on the Canadian flag. And Charlie loves it. We're in the Canadian Shield. You can look that up. Look up the Canadian Shield and leave a comment about the Canadian Shield, because that's where we are right now. We're in the Canadian Shield. And we're just hiking around in the woods, having a nice time. I'm checking in with you, and I want to say thank you again for all the great comments in that last video too, by the way. I really appreciate it. Good, Charlie. Yep. Being good. Yep. You're being good. Oh yeah. Being a good girl. You're being a good girl, Charlie. Oh yeah. And we're going to show you some more of Canada. And explore Canada with Charlie. And like I said, I'm going to get my canoe going, because I'm actually have done quite a bit of canoeing into the outward bound, into the deep wilderness of Canada. You know, you can travel hundreds and hundreds of miles in a canoe through these lakes, because there's so many lakes here close together that you can just literally canoe across one lake, pick up your canoe, walk a few feet through, you know, a mile or whatever through the woods with your canoe on your head, on your shoulders. It's called a portage, right? A portage. So you portage your canoe, and you're on another lake, and now you're in the middle of nowhere. Now you're on a lake with no roads to it, all alone. And so the Voyageurs were the Canadian fur traders who settled a lot of Canada, and would go deep into the wilderness in their canoes, and then they'd bring back beaver pelts, which they were, you know, getting the fur from beaver pelts to make hats, actually. Believe it or not. There's hats, you know, when you look at those old videos, and there's so many people wearing hats like this, actually. To be honest with you, this is probably made out of beaver fur, now that I think about it. So, but everybody wore a hat back then. So, this is a Stetson, by the way. This is an American hat. But So that's a big part of Canada. The voyageurs portaging their canoes, going deep, deep, deep into the wilderness, fur trading, and that's a thing of the past now. But must have been an amazing time in Canada, settling Canada and conquering the Great White North, this untouched wilderness, still very untouched. As we head north from here, you're heading into very remote areas, much, much more remote than anywhere I've been this year. You know, you look at the American Southwest and some of the places we went on this tour, where we were out in the middle of New Mexico, and it seemed like we were very remote, but still you could always get in the car and drive for an hour and you'd be somewhere. I'm talking about places we can go in the canoe where you're days away from even being able to get to civilization. So that's where we're headed. We're going on an adventure, Charlie. It's going to be good. That's right, Charlie. We're going on an adventure. It's going to be good. Oh yeah, baby. That's right. We're going to have fun, right? Right, Charlie? Sit. Yeah, you're a good girl. Look at me. Look at me. Charlie, look. Look.